From Samarkand to Bukhara, you will enjoy very exciting and beautiful train journey that starts from Samarkand railway station. The beauty of Samarkand railway station lies in its graceful blend of modern design and subtle cultural elegance, offering travelers a welcoming gateway to one of Central Asia's most historic cities. At first glance, the station presents a clean and contemporary structure with wide glass facades and symmetrical lines. The building is spacious and well proportioned, giving a sense of openness rather than crowding. Though modern in style, its soft color tones and decorative elements quietly echo traditional Uzbek aesthetics, creating a balance between past and present. Inside, the station feels calm and organized. The large halls are filled with natural light filtering through glass panels, making the space bright and airy. Polished floors reflect the light, enhancing the sense of cleanliness and order. Seating areas and passages that connect the main hall to the train platforms are wonderfully lit up and highly clean and spec. There is a gentle rhythm to life inside the station. The travelers move with purpose, yet without rush, and the environment remains peaceful. Families, tourists, and locals share the space, adding a human warmth to the modern setting. Announcements echo softly, and the overall atmosphere feels composed rather than chaotic. Here, the high-speed trains that run between Samarkand, Tashkent, Bukhara, and even Khiva. You will enjoy a really a dreamy and highly exciting journey at quite affordable costs. Wandering on the platform itself provides you a lot of information regarding the train systems and the behavior of the passengers, the locals, the tourists who are always in a mood to enjoy to its fullest extent. Now the train is approaching, that is basically going to Bukhara. The passengers are very organized according to the directives given on the tickets. They find easily their compartments or the wagons and the seats, and that is a wonderful way to observe that how calmly and how peacefully they settle in the cabins. What makes the station truly beautiful is its role as a threshold. From here, journeys begin towards timeless landmarks like Kyrgyzstan and Bukhara. The modern train departing from this station contrasts with the ancient a Silk Road heritage, making every departure feel like a transition between different civilizations. You can easily find your place with the help of the local conducting guards. Here is a common practice that you receive all the tourists arriving here, and then you find your place. Overall, Samarkand railway station is not just a place of transit, it is a serene and elegant starting point that reflects the city's harmony of history, culture, and modern life. The tourists from different parts of the world do come here regularly and enjoy the life here in Samarkand. The journey between Samarkand and Bukhara by the high-speed train that is called as Afrosiyob is not just a travel, it feels like gliding through layers of history, landscape, and modern comfort. Your journey begins at Samarkand's modern railway station, where the atmosphere is perfectly conducive and anticipatory. Security checks are smooth, and with the help of local conducting guards, you find your place easily in the cabin and observe how wonderful environment you find for this long journey. You will observe a blend of efficiency and subtle Uzbek design inside the train. As the sleek Afrosiyob train arrives and you settle, you are now ready to move to Bukhara. Its aerodynamic shape and polished exterior immediately signal speed and sophistication. At the same time, have a nice company with the locals and fellow tourists. You will find a lot of wonderful information about the Uzbek society while being in the cabin. Stepping inside, basically, you find clean, air-conditioned coaches with wide seats, soft lighting, and large panoramic windows. The interior feels closer to a European high-speed train, and it offers you a beautiful traditional Silk Road journey. Once you are settled, the train starts moving towards Bukhara, leaving the station with rhythm, peace, and tranquility is everywhere outside and inside the train. As the train departs, it accelerates smoothly, soon reaching to a speed of 250 kilometers per hour. That is a good speed to not only cover large distances in a short period of time, but also to observe the exterior environment, buildings, architecture, culture, way of living, the rural life and urban settings, everything you can observe from the train while sitting inside peacefully. Comfort defines the journey, especially reclining seats, foldable tables, and attentive service with tea, coffee, and light snacks. Whether in economy or VIP class, the environment is quiet and relaxed, making it ideal for simply gazing outside or reflecting on the journey ahead. If you are on tight budget, the economy class is highly recommended and it is second to none as far as the other parts in the train are concerned. You observe the changing landscape continuously. The scenery unfolds like a moving painting. Initially, you pass through the outskirts of Samarkand, passing through small towns, cultivated fields, and glimpses of daily Uzbek life. Gradually, the greenery fades into wide open plains. The rural area itself is wonderful to observe the routine life of the Uzbek society. People are observed to be engaged in their daily life, enjoying their daily activities, and that is the best way to observe the rural aspect of the Uzbek society. As the train speeds westward, the land becomes more arid and vast. You observe a different colors of the soil and the surrounding environment. The transformation is striking. The terrain shifts into desert landscape, hinting at the ancient caravan route that once crossed these same sands. It is said that right now, where we are having the high-speed railway track, this was the famous route for the camel caravans, and it linked different main cities in the Central Asia, and ultimately that road was leading to the European central part of the Europe. Though Bukhara is at considerable distance from Samarkand, but due to high speed, the journey is surprisingly short. That is around in 1.5 hours at the speed of 250 kilometers per hour, you cover a distance of around 230 kilometers. And all this distance is a wonderful, scenic, and highly attractive environment you observe throughout the way. Somewhere there are a green of fields, and on the other side there are purely deserts. That is the beauty of the landscape of Uzbekistan. The journey beautifully contrasts modern speed with ancient heritage. You move rapidly across the same route that once echoed with camel caravans. Traders and explorers always preferred this route. The comfort of the train allows you to quietly observe the changing landscape and imagine the Silk Road stories that unfolded here centuries ago. Though somewhere you will observe low altitude hills, but generally it is like a plain area where somewhere you will observe a wonderful blue water lakes, that is abundant lakes are found on along this route, and these are basically the sources for the irrigation to the surrounding areas. The irrigation and small industry, especially agro-based industry, flourishes always surrounding these lakes, and it creates a sense of small of cities or bigger towns. It is said that here you always enjoy a wonderful lifestyle at quite affordable costs. There is a close link between different social groups, relatives, friends, neighbors, all live collectively and enjoy the farming and the associated business that is flourishing in these areas in Uzbekistan. The road infrastructure is improving, allowing the road and rail transportation quite affordable and approachable from all the directions. Now observe the blue line, that is basically a huge lake, and this is considered to be one of the most beautiful lake, freshwater lake, natural lake in Uzbekistan. It is a marvelous view to observe these types of lakes. Now ultimately, friends, we have reached Bukhara, and after leaving the train, you quietly move towards the exit point from where you can find a variety of transportation in order to reach to the heart of the city of Bukhara. Though different options are there, but still, as you know that our focus is to provide you the cheapest possible ways for enjoying your tours. So the public transportation buses, the technically called as marshrutas, are readily available, and they run from this station to every part of the city. So wherever you have booked your residence, hostel, hotel, local accommodation, whatever may be the sort of your point of interest, you can easily find the bus that runs to that route. You have to pay just few pennies and you are there at your residence. So that is why it is recommended to avoid the taxis and other shared services. You not only find the first glimpse of the Bukhara and its society, way of living, people, their style of talking, their general behavior, but you also find a lot of information about their geography and the location of Bukhara. So it is better to find some public transportation. Although you may find air feels different here, that is basically drier, warmer, and infused with the aura of a desert oasis. Occasionally, you may even be welcomed by traditional music or local cultural displays, adding a festive touch to your arrival. Now, friends, come to Russian lesson 55. Today, we have another important verb, that is shitat. Shitat. You can make the conjugation of shitat yourself. I do also for you. And you will find that basically we are applying the same rule we have defined previously. And based upon that pattern, we can easily find the correct pronunciation or the way of saying the conjugation or the conjugated part of shitat, like one, ya shitao, two, te shitesh, three, on, ona, ono, shitet, four, me shitem, five, we shatite, six, ani shitaut. I am giving you the pause so that you may repeat the words after me, and in this way you will find it quite a easy way to say the word and find the exact pronunciation. Friends, always remember that it is not always a tight a rule to exactly say the word whatever the Russian speakers do. Basically, you must be close to, very close to that thing, and you will find that with the passage of time, as you continue to learn the language, automatically you will refine your words, and in this way you will become very familiar with the language. Otherwise, if you are going to stress a lot of things right in this beginning stage, it will become a bit difficult for you. So that is why it is recommended that you say the word whatever the way you like. Ultimately, you will find a way how to pronunciate it correctly. So that is basically, instead of stressing a lot of time upon one word, it is better to learn the other words and start the conjugation and making the pronunciation according to the conjugated parts of the verb. And this is the best way to make practice. Do it over and over again. For example, here we have for the practice slushat. It is also very commonly used verb. And now you practice it, try it according to the same pattern what you have learned before and what you have learned in this case for the verb shitat, and you will find wonderfully it is easy for you to learn every point in the conjugation of these types of verbs. So keep enjoying and keep learning.